Welcome, bienvenidos to A House of Her Own. I'm Sandra Cisneros. Here we have some of my costumes. I call them costumes. People think of them as dresses. They're not necessarily clothes I would wear when I'm the writer nor the author. They're clothes when I wanted to change myself into someone else. I collect a lot of textiles, I collect vintage, and this dress is actually someone's wedding dress readapted to be the cousin of Glinda, the Good Witch of the North. I was La Luz, the Good Witch's cousin from the Southwest, during a presentation we had for my Macondo writers. And often we did a show, a dramatic show that we'd open with the public and have the guest writers read. I was the MC. I like to be a clown. This one is a vintage dress that I wore when we did a performance of Café Caramelo, based on my novel Caramelo, and the show was 1950s nightclub, Mexico City. There were performers, there was belly dancers, there were fire performers, and I was the storyteller performer. So I came out with black length gloves, an evening gown, Maria Callas hairdo. You get the picture. For my 60th birthday, one of my wishes was to jump out of a cake before I died. It's on my bucket list. And so I decided to wear a cake. And a piñata maker in Mexico made me this skirt. And I wore it and had a cake with a little doll who also had a cake skirt. And I didn't get to jump out of it. I was half in it and half out of it all night, wearing it and walking around. I even got to march with my guests who were all dressed as pastry. And we got to march around the square and get people in the street to dance with us. It was a lot of fun. It's a little bit worn out in places because I had to roll around the ground at one point because I was so tired from the mariachi music. I just was fainted with exhaustion, and it was so much fun. I recommend it to everyone who turns 60. Pablo Picasso says, you know, artists are children who never forgot to play. And these are my play clothes. My friends are artists too. They like to play with me. And I invite them to dress up at my birthdays. There's different themes. And we just like to have fun. So these are part of the idea of using your imagination to make every day fun.